Okay, welcome back everyone, Zaf here to an updated tier list video for hunters. Yes, that's right, we just got ESIL added into the game, so let's revamp tier list because a lot of movements have happened when it comes to hunters overall. A lot of hunters are falling off and a lot of hunters are falling up, I guess you could say that. So just note, every single hunter placement is my opinion and my opinion alone, so if your opinions do differ, let me know in the comments. That way, we can build a dialogue to see which hunters are actually the best, which ones aren't the best, but overall I think this tier list is going to be good, so let me know if you agree, if you disagree. That way, we are all on the same page. But first off, you want to make sure you're on this page right here, that being the free supporter program that Marvel has. You want to press this button here, it is free, to support us. That way, I can send you a bunch of free juicy codes. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 codes available for Essence Stones, SSR Weapon Designs, Gold. We have Trace of Shadow, so you do not want to miss out. Go to the link, it's down below, press that button, link your account, that way you'll get all those benefits. Once you press that, this is what it looks like. You'll see your support and then my name here, you scroll down and boom, the codes will show up 12 hours or so after supporting. It is not instant, okay? So just wait and you will get all those juicy rewards I showed you earlier with 3 more codes coming out. Just be patient, you will get them. But if you're supporting, I do have one more benefit for you. We have giveaways on our Discord server. We have 1, 2, 3 giveaways right now that you can join in for $100 each. So join our server. We have the largest community out there for solo leveling Rise, so you're missing out if you don't join. The link is down below too. That way, we can talk and have fun. And speaking of fun, a big congrats to Zaf when he first commented our last video. Here is your shout, and also enjoy that juicy, exclusive first commenter Discord role. So let's jump back into our tier list, and first off, I want to do the B tier because we have a lot of hunters there that I do want to talk about. The first being jinwoo. She is just falling off right now, not good anymore. Her breaks aren't really needed for any game modes besides Vulcan, but really, you have Wind for that, you don't need jinwoo anymore. We have Lim as well. I mean, he's fine. He deals okay damage, he deals okay break, but we just don't need him on a team right now. There's no content that caters towards him, so just like jinwoo, in the B tier they go. And we have Dongpu. He's just not good, no redeeming qualities, just our worst hunter yet, so don't summon for him. He's not needed. He has cool shades, but that's all he's good for. He does have a shield removal though, but I mean, you have MEILIN for that, who is not a hunter we will cover, so overall, when it comes to Dongso, you're just not going to use him. But I also do want to cover our SR hunters here. Overall, when it comes to the T trash tier, you're not going to use any of these hunters. You could say, well, Joe, can do this. No, you're not going to use her. You're never going to touch her, so ignore that. These hunters here are useless. In the D tier, though, they have a use overall. Can get damage. Jinho, Kim Chul, and Dongsuk actually have decent breaks, so they're not bad SR hunters, but you're just not going to use them. Besides Battlefield Time, for example. And when it comes to Kim, honestly, he has a very good sports skill, dealing heavy break, but outside of that, just not hunter we need. The same goes to Park. Honestly, she's not really useful anymore. She was before, but now she's kind of losing her edge, but so she has a unique ability, so I'm going to move her up to her C tier. But Nam is good. She provides water breaks, so we can get use out of her. And Anna, literally, used in so many game modes, used in Power Destruction, you can use her in the Game Lost battle. She is a best in slot because she does have that defense reduction, so she's a very good hunter for those specific game modes, but outside of them, you're not really going to use her. She doesn't have damage, she has okay breaks, I guess, but the defense reduction is all we need her for. It really does bring her kit together, allowing us to deal more damage overall. Now, continuing on for A tier, I do want to put some hunters in there. We have Alicia. Yes, that's right. Honestly, at this point, she has fallen off just because there's not really any game modes we need her for, honestly speaking. You could say, well, Zaf, we can use her for Vulcan, but you don't need her. Trust me, you don't have to use her for Vulcan. That is way in the early game, and we have alternatives, so she's just not good. The only mode right now that she's really good for is the Battlefield Time challenges, but who really does those, right? So besides that and general mobbing, she's just not really useful right now. I don't necessarily recommend summoning for her. She's just fallen off. And next up in our A tier, we have Wu. He's honestly a very good windbreaker, but he does only have damage. He doesn't have any buffs that really excel him apart from other hunters, so I would say Wu. Although he's a fantastic breaker, is one of our best, he's just an A tier hunter. Nothing to really make him that summonable. We have free copies, and that's pretty much good enough. So Wu in our A tier, that is where he belongs, but we have the hunters here as well that I do want to put in. We have Emma, and because of ESIL, she's just not an S tier hunter anymore. She is a good breaker, don't get me wrong, But when it comes to our fire teams and excelling with them, Emma is just not the way to go anymore. So in our A tier she goes, unfortunately. We're going to miss seeing Emma at the top, but in the A tier she's going to be cozy for a while until she gets a revamp, because although she's a good breaker, a good mobber, she's just not really fit for any game mode that we have right now, especially the new workshop. Although she breaks fast, she doesn't really put too much else on the table. Now, two other hunters I do want to put in there that are both Junho, that being Silvermane, and also the light version, Boom. These two hunters, they do have a use. When it comes to Junho, he's an okay breaker, and he's pretty good in the very end game when it comes to Gauss Battle, but other than that, you're just not going to use him. If you're not GUNHEE, which you really should get ASAP, you can use him, but honestly, GUNHEE totally takes his spot. We also have the Silvermane version, and honestly speaking, you're not going to be using Silvermane Junho. Listen, he has good damage. I know some of you are going to say in the comments, but Zaf, he does so much damage. He's the best hunter ever for Dark. No. Have you ever seen anyone use him? He's just not usable. We have other hunters like Charlotte, who is actually our main DPS hunter for the Dark category in the SS tier. She's much easier to use, she has better synergy with our current hunters, so when it comes to Silvermane, you're just not going to use him, trust me. I've never seen this hunter used, besides tests where we show that he can deal damage, but still, that's not good enough. Now let's see, who else do we have in here? We have GUNHEE. He is one of our best hunters, period. He has breaks, he has damage, he has buffs, so what else do you need? Seriously, the best hunter in the game, with the exception of one other hunter, of course, just because Go is so well-rounded. Based on our testing, he's basically our top breaker in the game right now, which is a surprise. He is an old man, but he can dish out damage, breaks, and everything, so in our SS here he goes. What an amazing unit that you should be summoning for, especially because in the workshop, he is very viable in the brand new mode, so Go just proving his worth yet again. Although our light teams aren't necessarily built for the new mode, they're still very good, trust me. We can adjust our kits to make them more viable, so stay tuned. We do have videos coming out on that, of course. But next up, we have Choi, and my opinion on him has honestly changed. He's actually not a bad damage dealer when it comes to the Obsidian set, and also when it comes to his general use for the Gauss Battle. For power destruction, you are using him all the time, literally. His weapon is what makes him good, and his skill damage is fine now. He's not necessarily going to be their top damage dealer, but he still can dish out damage, so Choi, he's a very good support, damage dealer, debuffer that deserves a spot in the S tier. Not SS, but in the S tier for sure. He is used in so many game modes, so he deserves a spot right here. And the same goes for his hunter here, AKARI. A lot of you are still saying AKARI is bad, but I just don't get your opinions. Have you actually tried a light team? Have you looked at her support skill? She's one of the best support hunters in the game, period, okay? There's only one other hunter that really does, I guess, separate themselves out from other SSR hunters, which I'll show you. But AKARI is good, she has an amazing buff, even on jinwoo, one of the best support skills on him, with an insane duration at the E5 mark, so AKARI deserves a spot right here in the S tier. But the one hunter that's honestly just so good in support category has to be Ayla. There are two good reasons to summon for her, but there's a lot of other good reasons too. That being her damage increase, overall buffs. She is just so darn good. You cannot go wrong with her. She works in a lot of our teams and with jinwoo, so I can't think of a reason not to get her. Truly one of our best hunters right now, in the support category of course. But one hunter that is falling off but falling up still has to be CHOI. Although she's reliant on a lot of hunters like GUNHEE, like AKARI, she's still a good damage dealer, don't get me wrong, and based on the brand new cores we just got, they can help her out just a bit with her mana issue, so she still deserves a spot in our SS tier, though you could argue she's an S tier hunter, but still, in the SS tier I believe she deserves a spot because also, with the brand new reward system, we are getting free copies of her and her weapon, so I mean, can you really complain about a hunter you can max out early? A lot of players can use her early on, so in the SS tier she goes. She's a good damage dealer, but make sure you get Go, that way you can make sure you get the most out of her potential. Now, speaking of potential, we have one other hunter here that does have a lot of potential going forward, that being SOOHYUN, who surprisingly is coming in clutch for the brand new workshop mode. If you watch our streams, she was very, very good, don't get me wrong, but not an SS tier good hunter yet. We'll have to see, but in our S tier she does go. That defense penetration beats a lot of gimmicky monsters we have right now, especially in the brand new workshop mode of Deimos. In the first round, her defense pen comes in clutch. She has a lot of built-in defense pen, and our hunters too. have a lot of defense spend in the fire category, just like this hunter here with GINA, who does provide us nice buffs for fire team. So if you want to have a successful time with SOOHYUN, GINA does help out a ton. So I do think our fire teams, generally speaking, have rising stocks right now. Not CHOI though. CHOI is not a good hunter for the workshop, he's a good hunter for other modes. Both the brand new workshop, SOOHYUN and GINA, are doing a very nice job right now when it comes to buffing each other and dealing out crazy damage. And speaking of crazy damage, we have Mirei, yes, one of our best damage dealers in the game, bar none. Seriously, if it wasn't for Thomas Andre, she would be our best damage dealer, period. But unfortunately, she's not our top tier hunter anymore in the damage category. But when it comes to win, obviously, boom, you have to use her. But unfortunately, because of the brand new workshop, it is strong to win, so her stocks have fallen just a bit, but still doesn't make her bad for Baron. She is wonderful, she's one of our best damage dealers, and she's just so easy to use. She doesn't really even need too many buffers. She does have Hansame, who is another very good hunter, fixing a lot of mana issues, providing heals, providing damage increases. Overall, Hansame is very good. That's why in our S tier she goes as well. I would put her ahead of GINA, for example, just because we do have more use out of her currently. But do note, when it comes to GINA, when it comes to SOOHYUN, we're waiting for KANE to really know where they will place, but for now, this is a general placement. Hansame is very, very good. I love to use her. But on the note of love to use, we have one hunter here that I do love using, that being Thomas Andre. Yes, that's right. He's just such a good hunter. Seriously, our best damage dealer. You can literally have no brain and use him successfully, trust me. His shields, his damage, his ultimate, his skill resets, he is so darn good, a national level hunter. So in the Z tier, he stands alone as our best hunter right now, even in the brand new workshop. Although it's not really built for him, if we put defenseman on him, he can become even more viable, beating the normal difficulty with ease. So we'll see with the hard mode coming out very soon, whether or not he's going to be viable still. But I'm sure Thomas Andre won't fall off for a very long time. Still one of our best hunters and going to be our best hunter for ages and ages until we get power crept, which I sure hope doesn't happen anytime soon. Now on that topic of power crept, I would say Min, he did kind of get a power creep in a sense where we do have better supports, but Min is a global support unit. He can be used in so many game modes across so many teams. He's not locked into his element, which is perfect. Min, seriously, one of the best supports we have. That's why I would place him right over here. Actually, right over here in front of SOOHYUN, because he's so usable. SOOHYUN still, although very good, she's gimmicky when it comes to brand new workshop mode. So Min is seriously such a good support unit. You can use him across basically every game mode, so don't sleep on him. Min is seriously very good. Even though he's one of our original hunters, he's still amazing at what he does, supporting and providing buffs. That Biru can also provide as well the Shadow, which does make him questionable when it comes to Jinwoo game modes, but still, if you're careful, you're not going to stack the buffs, meaning you'll get damage increases out of Min and also Biru, because Biru as a Shadow does provide punishment and Min also provides punishment, so you can't use them both at the same time, otherwise you only get one effect. Very important to note. But speaking of important, there's one Dark Hunter out there that's very important for Dark teams, that being Harper. She is our basically second best breaker in the game, pretty easy to get off. She provides ultimate damage buffs, so for Charlotte, she is a must. Overall, good damage too, I would say. She has interruptions as well, so overall I would say Harper is a very capable breaker in the Dark category and basically any category. So as a breaker easily at the top of our S tier, she can just be used everywhere. Her combination of Charlotte makes her a very, very scary foe. Now let's see who else do we have left here. We have BORA, and BORA is a very good hunter. Good buffs, okay damage, not excelling but not falling behind. Seriously, her damage is fine in Guild Boss battles, and the charm buff she provides is so good, a global buff that all our hunters can use. So I would say when it comes to BORA, her placement is right here behind Min, just because we're restricted in where we can use her, but still, she's a very capable hunter. She has good damage, good buff, so in the S tier she does deserve a spot, reflecting her true capabilities. But when it comes to MEILIN, I'm gonna say it falling off in a sense just because water isn't used too much. We're not getting too much shield removal, but she still has good attack buffs, defense buffs that do make her very viable. I would place her right over here for now, but later on that could change. Unfortunately, she was mostly built to buff Alicia, who is definitely falling off right now, but still, MEILIN is a good hunter, a very good Jinwoo support unit, providing amazing buffs to him, so I would place her right here in our S tier. No longer an SS hunter in my eyes, because Isla is truly better. Isla is just a better support that we can get more use out of. Now, who else do we have? Oh, we have ESIL, our latest hunter. So in our C tier, she goes, no, I'm just joking. When it comes to ESIL right now, she's a solid breaker. She has okay damage, don't get me wrong. And also, I would say her buffs are the main reason why you should be summoning for her. But until GUNHEE does come out, we don't know where she really belongs. I would say presently, she is an S tier hunter right behind GINA because she does bring in our fire team together. I would say all our main fire units right now are in the S tier until we see what GUNHEE is like. That way, we can adjust them, but GINA is a good support, ESIL is a good breaker, providing damage buffs to SOOHYUN, making her more viable than before. So overall, I think this tier list is good. We have Thomas Andre at the top, we have our main breakers, damage dealers, and supporters here, and more support units here with some fire team elements that do potentially come in clutch with the new workshop. Let's still see what that's like. We have other hunters here as well that just don't see any use right now, honestly. Besides, I would say Anna and Woo and maybe Alicia. The hunters found down here are just never going to see any use, truly. Maybe besides them too, these hunters here are just not viable anymore. But with these hunters, you can do many game modes and be very successful at them. So if you enjoyed, make sure to drop your like. Make sure to subscribe as well, that way I do know you want more content like this. And also, don't forget, you should support us on that most free supporter program. That way, I can send you a free code. So, in the comments, make sure you let me know if you agree, if you disagree for tier list. That way, we can have a dialogue going on to see which hunters are truly the best. But on that note, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.